Hey everybody, welcome to Storytime with T and welcome to topic number 21. So I just want to talk about really quickly. I haven't did a video, a podcast video in a while. But I just want to talk about truth. A lot of people, adults go through life. They go through life and they want to know the truth about things, and I just want to say the truth is that truth is intelligence. And when it comes to, now it's a part of politics, it's been a part of politics, different quote unquote issues like gay rights, gay marriage, or um, marijuana, doing drugs and stuff like that, transferring the bathrooms, all that kind of stuff like that. And a lot of people use the Bible. I'm not targeting religion. I'm just saying a lot of people use the Bible to. I don't want to use the word. I don't think it's intentional, but a lot of people use the Bible to try to tell people what's right or wrong. And just to point out one thing, the fact that a Bible is a book or a manuscript, whatever term that you want to use, is a book that cannot think, it cannot talk, and it can't do anything. And to say that people get their truth from the Bible or a book doesn't make any sense. When you open up the book and you read a word or however many words are in it, you think about each word and what it means. And when you come to your conclusion of what that word means, or whatever the context or whatever is being said in the Bible, then some people go out and preach that conclusion to people. And the reason why those people who go out and preach that stuff to other people, the reason why they get those get a negative backlash is because some things they say are true and some things they say aren't true. And for example, you have a person that is holding up a sign at a protest that, say you have a street preacher. A street preacher is a preacher, maybe it may be of a certain church, maybe they may have their own church organization, and they go out on the streets and they preach different scripture. Well, mainly this preacher is in the Christian religion, and they preach from the Bible. But anyways, so they're a person that's holding up the sign at a protest, maybe let's say an LGBT TQ event, which is very popular for street preachers to be at. And they're holding up a sign that says God hates sin and God hates fags or something like that. Versus, it's like they're saying God loves everyone. That's what they're preaching, and then they're holding up a sign that says God hates fags and gay people are gonna burn in hell. So there's two messages that they're preaching. One, they're saying that God loves everyone. I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense, like to say God loves everyone. But then you say God hates gay people or hates sin, and that or gay people are going to go to hell or something like that. And that is confliction. That is a contradiction. It's like, how can God love everyone when now he's saying I only love a certain group of people? It just doesn't make any sense. And what street preachers are doing is that they're preaching about two different gods. One is the devil and one is God. Hate, as some people say in politics, hate speech. I learned about those terms. There's no such thing as hate speech, but there's a such thing as hate and love. But actually, people didn't know that hate is disguised as love. Hate is also love, but it's the selfish kind of love. And love is the ultimate love, the true God. And when people say God loves everyone, that's the true God speaking. When people say that, that's true, because yeah, that's true. But if people say God hates, now we're not talking about the true God anymore. We're talking about the other God, which is the Lord God. We're talking about the devil. So God doesn't hate anyone. God doesn't care what race you are, what color you are, what you did. It doesn't matter about this stuff. What matters is if you try to do good. That's what matters. You have a lot of atheists that I saw a documentary on YouTube about a young lady that was getting bullied in school because she was atheist, and people were just taunting her. I don't know if she got any death threats. I'm not sure, but people were, even adults were, I mean, I'm talking about adults, were being so rude and nasty to her. She was a very talented young lady, beautiful young lady, but people did not like her all because she was an atheist. And people say really nasty things about atheists. I wrote in one of my books, called The Work of an Angel. You can pick that up on Amazon.com or the Kindle store. And it talks about briefly, was pretty straightforward, but it just talks about, it covers some things that people say about atheists, that atheists are going to go to hell and stuff like that. None of that stuff is true because it doesn't make any sense. And again, I'm going to say truth is, like I said before in some of my videos, that we are human beings. That is true, but human beings of intelligence and much more than that. There are things that do exist that is beyond our comprehension. I won't get into that because I'll be getting off topic, but I just want to say, for all of those that are struggling with depression, such as myself, I struggle with depression every single day. I'm just going to be real about that. But those of you that are struggling with depression, that are struggling with bullying, kids that may be watching my channel or listening to me, sometimes I do videos, sometimes I do little podcasts, but if someone's listening to me and they're depressed or they're dealing with bullying at school, if someone, just know, it doesn't matter what your religion is. Doesn't matter what your religion is. Religion is a man-made thing. And what that means is that human beings made up religion. There's no such thing as religion in the spirit world. If you want to use the term religion, the only religion that exists in the spirit world is love. Gosh, I lost my train of thought. But again, the truth is all about things that make sense. If something truly doesn't make sense, then it's not true. And it is a lie when someone talks about someone and says that they're ugly. No one is ugly, so therefore what they told you is not true. If someone says that you're gonna burn in hell for being gay, or for murder, or because you were a bad person in the past, your past is never going to leave you and all that kind of stuff, that's not true because it doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to explain that, but I'm just telling you generally that the truth, you have to think about. And it's impossible for me to discuss something that is infinite. Truth is not just intelligence, it's infinite. There's too much information for me to try to come up with, first thing, trying to come up with different ways for anyone to understand me is very, very difficult as a human being. I mean, God could just say one sentence or one word and everyone would just get it. And the it that people need to get is to understand is that everything, and I said this plenty of times, and I need to start repeating myself, but everything comes from love. Everything. Every single thing does. Everything that's bad, everything that's good comes from one thing, and that is love. And a lot of adults, a lot of human beings do not understand that, which is why a lot of people commit suicide, because they don't understand this reality. This reality is very difficult and very challenging to live in because most people are on different pages. And it makes it difficult for people that do get it to live in this world because we're like, what's going on? Like, the people that do get it are like not normal. And the people, if it was turned around, the people in the spirit world, and if I was in the spirit world, in other words, if I was dead, and there are people that didn't get the spirit world concept, they wouldn't be normal, so to speak. But to go back on track, the truth is intelligence. So if something doesn't truly make sense to you, I'm not talking about to anyone else. If something doesn't truly because life is an independent journey, but also dependent. It's independent because we all chose to come to this earth and chose, to experience this reality. So coming here was a choice. So killing yourself wouldn't make sense. Suicide doesn't make rational sense because you chose this opportunity. This reality is an opportunity or a chance or chances to grow your soul, um, to to grow your knowledge about everything, every single detail, to grow your knowledge about everything. Some things you may not want to learn about because it may be boring to you, but try to think of other ways, and one day you'll understand that that thing that seemed boring to you may have been something that can help you. And it doesn't, and don't think of things just because it's boring to you. Things that you learn about are not only meant to benefit you, it's also meant to benefit other people. So you may not be, you may think math is boring, but and if you understand math and someone else doesn't understand it, you can help that person understand math. So I hope you understand that. But again, for people that are getting bullied and people are saying say so to you like you're ugly or you're mean or just say rude stuff like that. None of that stuff is true. And when you start thinking about these things, what people say to you that is negative, you'll start to understand as you get deeper and deeper in thought. Don't get too deep, but get deep enough. And you start thinking about these things, you'll come to the conclusion one day that it may be a day from now, maybe a month from now, maybe a year. It may even be to the day of your deathbed. You may even, some people, the thing about life that is also true, that some people have to die to find out the truth. And some people don't have to die to find out the truth. And for those that have to die to find out the truth, there's many of them. So that makes it difficult for people that do get it to a certain extent, and people that just get it. So to those that are, think that they've did bad things in the past, and that and society makes it seem like you can never move past that, don't listen to them and don't believe them, because they don't make any sense, and it's not true. When you think about it for yourself, you'll realize that they're not telling you the truth. So if you're a person that's going to commit suicide right now, or thinking about it, or have been thinking about it, if you're a person that thinks that you're not worth living, if you're a person that has done so much wrong in your life, you think nobody cares about you, that's not true. Because I'm a person that does care. I may be a human being, but there are some human beings that actually do care about you, and I'm not going to judge you. And your spirit guides and angels and God himself or itself is not going to judge you either. There will be things that will judge you, but like I said, the truth is from intelligence. The truth is intelligence and much more. And anything that makes true sense to you is the truth. So just remember, take that into consideration. If something truly makes sense to you, it is the truth. Suicide does not make true sense, so therefore you should not do it. Because if you feel like nobody loves you, that's not true, because you are loved and always will be loved. So that's all I want to say for this video, and I hope you all had a good 4th of July, even though I'm late. But yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, so I'll catch you guys later, and thank you all for joining in the Storytime with T. I hope you all can like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. Yeah, so leave some comments down below about what I said in my video. I would love to hear what you think. I love dialogue. I love conversation. I don't like arguments, but I will respond to those people too. But if you're on my channel, just be yourself. If you want to talk with me or whatever, I'm happy to talk with you. Yeah, so all right, you guys have a good day, and I love you all.